morning, everybody. How you guys doing today? Sorry for our delay. I have been trying to get the stream pre-set up before we're supposed to start so I can make sure that we're not having any of those dropped frames. I did not get that done today, and we were having a couple of issues. I'm not sure what's causing it, to be honest. I don't know if it's my ISP. I would not be surprised if it's my ISP, being 100% honest here. My ISP is named after a male body part, for lack of better words, and they sure can fit the stereotype sometimes. Anyway. Hey, her. Yes, I did. I dropped frames. So, I know how to get it working pretty quickly again when it happens, I think. Either that or it's just coincidence. I just have to restart, restream, restart OBS, all that fun stuff, create a whole new stream session. It is what it is. Glad to have you here, Hearth. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How is ArdaCraft doing? You guys doing good? Oh, I need to go back to my storage area. Yes, the sponsor that I did not name. Yes, that is exactly who my ISP is. Do I have the right? Yeah, I have the right one. Alright. Headed down to the nether today. I went to spend some time mining quartz. Saw that. I didn't get a chance to actually watch that episode, but I saw you guys were doing it as like a two-part thing. And I am always interested to see what other people's opinions are. I also saw that you guys updated your mod pack, which I need to do so that I can come in and check out what all is updated recently. Let's just leave that right there. Nope, we don't need to go down there. Yeah. Definitely want to hop in and see how things are evolving. I remember from the first time that I hopped in to the time that I did that walkthrough with you guys. Oh, no. You guys had changed in just that, like, 2-day period. Or week period. So it's been, what, 2-3 months now? Oh, 5 parts. Cool. Thought it was a 2-part series. I misread. That is what we are here for. You got the new shaders, the textures and everything, but I'm thinking more like build changes. Gold. Are there pigs around? No. I feel like we're gonna have a good mining session today. really all that I have planned. I was talking to the new export of West Marches up. Okay. Oh. You know what? Honestly, I might update the mod pack while we're streaming, and then when we get bored of mining quartz, we might just go check it out, just for the hell of it. Let me do that real fast. Let me set that mod pack to updating. Update pack. 2.5 update. Which way did I come in? That way. Okay. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, the day before, about the upcoming ArdaCraft series. Specifically, Jim, because everything that I'm seeing suggests that she's going to be working on like a gothic architecture, kind of like what B-dubs did with their nether hub last season. And somehow we got talking, my friend and I got talking about quartz, and I realized I'm going to need probably more quartz than is reasonable to try to trade from traders. So that's why we're in the nether today. That is the story of how this decision was made. But now I want to go check out ArdaCraft. Again. Yeah. Back to the beginning. Oh, the dad jokes are real. Do not need more netherrack. Somewhere in this immediate area are giant tunnels, and I'm kind of afraid of accidentally breaking through to them. Not gonna lie. That was not the giant tunnel that I referred to. Hello, little dude. That was... Hi. Oh. Okay, no, that's just a regular dude. Did everyone have a good and safe Halloween? Didn't get into any trouble, hopefully. Please. Will not be continuing that way. Real question is, how quickly am I going to get bored of this? I've decided to just go for the grand sweeping method. All the quartz. Okay. Yeah. Oh. That almost turned into a little disaster. Not a big enough one that I would have been panicking over it, but still a little disaster anyways. More of a minor setback. You did? Did it just not come through, or were you just not paying attention? I'm not seeing drop rates on my side. Wonder if YouTube's screwing up again. Oh no, I insult them all the time, Hearth. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any ISP issues on my end, and OBS isn't indicating any dropped frames, so... And... YouTube Studio seems to be up and running still just fine. But if y'all have any issues, please tell me. Because it could very well be something on my end. That MMO that we hopped in on Tuesday, Guild Wars 2, I'm always in there with my guild. And we have... there's me and there's 2 other people, actually, who have this same ISP. And yes, I'm deliberately not saying their name. But all 3 of us consistently have issues with this ISP. And our consistent reaction is effing ISP name. Insert ISP name here. Except we don't censor ourselves, we just straight up say it. We're all adults. 100% recommend that you continue playing it, Hearth. It is one of the few MMOs out there that I know of that does not charge both a cost for the game and a subscription. You have to pay for the game and that's it. It doesn't charge a subscription. And I know a lot of MMOs do. In fact, there's MMOs that I've wanted to try out that I have not because you have to pay, you know, $30, $40 for the base game and then a monthly, I think $14.99, $9.99, whatever. Do one or the other, don't do both. But I have always enjoyed Guild Wars 2. They just dropped an expansion on Tuesday. That's what we were looking at. No, that's not where I want you to place down. There we go. See, that part that you're talking about, the weapon system, is actually the thing that I really like. You get... Each weapon is a unique skill set, which gives you quite a bit of flexibility in how you build things out. When you get to later game content, after the core story, each class unlocks a an elite spec, which gives you even more freedom in how you build out. Oh! Okay, that's not the block that I meant to grab. Oh. Get my shoulder box back. Hello, pig. There we go. So yeah, so like Mesmer, for example, you know, you've got the scepter, quote unquote wand, and like a focus, and that gives you 5 unique skills. Change out the scepter to dagger or something else. I'm trying to remember what Mesmer has to start off with. I don't remember. I know they get dagger eventually with an elite spec. That's just the elite specs also give other access to other weapons. But you change out the scepter to a different weapon. Yes, I'm seeing those dropped frames, guys, and keeping an eye on it. Drop the scepter out to a, yeah, like a two-handed sword. Change the second sword to the focus, and that's a completely different build. Or it changes up some of your options between just doing sword. Or great sword. And then on the classes that give you the option to have that weapon swap, your second set of weapons is completely different options. And yeah, you just swap back and forth. Plus your 5 utilities, which if you only got up to level 15, you didn't get all of your utilities unlocked. But the 5 utilities are completely swappable between one another, with the exception of the elite spec specific utilities. And that's your 6 through 0 skills. So Mesmer can be spec'd out as DPS boons, all boon support, boon and heals. I'm trying to think of what all Mesmer does. Guild Wars 2 doesn't really have a tank system per se. You can kind of tank or get a tank set up, but it's not like World of Warcraft where your warrior is your dedicated tank. Because your stats are tied to your equipment, not necessarily your class. And I only say not necessarily your class. That's what I'm missing. Okay, that can stay there. Because some things are, like, your base health is class specific, but you adjust it based off of what equipment. Okay. Or the running joke that me and my guild have is the movement, joking about the movement speed of Necros. Necros have the slowest movement speed of every class in the entire game. There's a little bit of a jump scare for y'all. Watch Ava walk right into lava. So stats are really okay. I'm done mining in here. We'll go find somewhere else to mine. I do not have the self-awareness today to be mining in lava. Or around lava. Clearly. Okay, we were just over here a few minutes ago. Cool. Move, please. Thank you. not moving up to get that one piece of quartz. Anyway, Saturday, yeah, we explored the new expansion that they released. Not Saturday, Tuesday, we explored the new expansion. I'm not touching that one. I thought you were being serious there for a second, Hurt. I'm just going, what? Like, is your dryer vent not functioning right? No, you're just dropping another freaking dad joke on me. Hi. Alright. The dust traps of the nether continue and persist. Come on, game. There we go. Therapist moved on to become a HVAC repairman because of the dad joke. It's okay. We actually like and appreciate dad jokes here. I just won't reply to them all. Probably. Sitting over here going, why am I having such issue with lava today? And then I realized I don't have blocks in my offhand to protect myself from lava. Oh, man. Ah, we're gonna have to go back home in a minute. Hello. Cool. I want quartz game. Not gold. I mean, like, gold is fine, but I really want quartz. Let me look at something real fast. Station. Yeah, I saw that. I might go back and grab those real fast. Oh. The wiki kind of seems to suggest that maybe going to Basalt Delta might be better. Maybe. Possibly. Go back and get those ones that you saw. There's those down there, and then there's two right there. Okay. Four. Not two. There's an Enderman. Oh, hey. Some right below us. Didn't see those. That's where I came out at. Yeah. Gold. Okay. Could have highlighted the words just in the cliff note. In the cliff notes. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't see the ones literally right below me. Guess somebody else did, though. Yeah, I might have seen them and I just wasn't paying attention. I saw the other couple of chunks, the ones that we got initially. Okay. We are not filling up 9 shulkers of quartz. That is an undertaking is what that is. I would probably get us enough quartz for the road. Maybe. Well, I appreciate your eyesight in that. God knows that I miss things. I think if I've even found a basalt delta in this map. This is where over here actually is where we come in at. That's all the undergrowth. No, I don't think we've actually even found a basalt delta yet in our immediate vicinity. This is where we're at now. No. No, we have yet to find an actual basalt delta. That would... I'll have to do that eventually. Sorry. I was mumbling. I was trying to see if we had found a basalt delta. Mostly thinking to myself, we don't seem to have. Oh, hey. There's some more quartz right there. Okay. Hey. That did not go in my inventory. Damn. I'm not... No reason in going back down there. curious to see how much quartz I already have that needs to be fortuned. I do have a second soul. That's what I thought I'd had. Okay, so we can stay here a while longer. Sitting here going, I wish I had a second one. I do. I do have a second soul. My brain said, you'll want more than one. Fun. Have to do this the not mining a gazillion blocks way. Alright. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. Alright. Don't understand is how people use this stuff to get XP in early game. It is not exactly the most abundant resource. Oh. Now the game is trying to prove me wrong. Saying it is an abundant resource, dang it. You're just looking for it wrong. Hey. See those magmas over there? Is that a... Do we have a basalt delta? Do we just have some random magma cubes? I think we just have some random magma cubes. And now we have a ghast. Where are you, demon woman? Oops. Right there. Gotta be careful not to hit it. Thank you. Did you leave me a tear? No. Our chest back. Just done. This is why I don't mine out in the open. Where are you? There. Okay, we won't go over there then. Oh, there's this one. Go. Whoa, lots of quartz down there. Thank you, ghast. Yeah, this is going faster than the random strip mining we were doing initially. Excuse me? What? There's a quartz right there. A singular quartz. But a quartz nonetheless. Alright, that was a little sad. Oh well. Hello, buddy. We might get one full box of quartz. A singular full box of quartz. I'm gonna go after those. I will die. Hello. Looking a little green there, dude. That sucks. Okay. Yep. Let's get away from here so that we don't fall. Oh no! We're good. We're fine. Oh, hell no. You don't see me, little screaming demon. Hey. Come on. I'm still kind of shaking from that, just a little bit. We're leaving now. I really need to mark my actual portal. Is it not safe? No. Go. We might go back there in a few minutes. I need a few minutes to decompress. Okay, we do have some still. You said ArdaCraft had some new areas to explore, Hearth? Did I read that right? Right. Alright. Give me a second to swap over here, guys. Go do something a little more chill. For just a little bit. Just a little bit of more chill, and then we'll go back to possibly mining more quartz. I don't know. That was a pretty epic fall there. That I don't know how I survived. Does someone want to go back and tell me how well we got on hearts there? I think we got down to like 1.5, maybe 2. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it myself and see what the heck happened. Okay. Second here. Oh, should be enough. Just downloading the graphic stuff there. And then we'll hop in. darling. Can't wait to see what you guys got. Full screen. Why? Oh, Minecraft. There we go. I left our version of Minecraft up and running so the sorting system can sort. Alrighty. Apparently all my settings got reset. There we go. Yay, you're back! Okay, I'll hang out. I'll wait. I need to turn the graphic or the shaders on. You know what? That's fair. Hello. Honestly, I kind of just like coming in here to get ideas for things. Oh, hi. We have been teleported. Alright, this is the new area? Oh. Oh my. This isn't Minecraft anymore. Resume. Yeah. This is gorgeous. Oh, and you can see where the base blocks are, where it's not the layers aren't rendering in, but where the layers are rendering in. Every time I log onto your all's server, I just end up being completely amazed. Is that mountain over there the new layering system too, or not yet? Give me 1 second. I want to check something real fast. Video. Okay. I don't want to get too far behind. Sorry there, Hurry. I was looking to see how to turn off the item highlights, but I'm not seeing it immediately, and I don't want to waste time looking for it. Ooh. This is going to be really amazing when you guys start getting other terrain swapped over to this. They really are a vibe. This whole thing is a vibe, though. This is... Oh, so this is just like all world painter type stuff that you've got up here right now? Or Axiom or whatever system it is for your terrain generation? Give me a second. Okay. I am back and I've lost you. Yeah, world paint or a world machine. Okay. That's what I figured. So yeah, this is going to be even more amazing once you guys get somebody in here and start getting like the layers and stuff in better. Dancing. Are these Earth, these little mini rocks, are these part of Conquest Reforged, or is that stuff that you guys had made custom for the server? No. We're part of Conquest Reforged. Okay. Yeah, every time I see people do stuff with Conquest Reforged, I kind of wish that our current series, instead of doing all these different mods and everything that I'm doing, that I had just backdated and gone to Conquest Reforged. Okay. Ah, here we go. Signs of work. The hidden inner workings of ArdaCraft. I think I was seeing some of this earlier when we were still in the mountains. This is really cool looking. What are the red lines for? Are you looking at putting in like different texturing of layers of rocks or water, just eroded limestone? Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what I was thinking it was going to be. So is this the original geography for the currently published version? Right through here? Or just like a small scale for planning? Okay, yeah. Fair. Ish. No, that makes sense. Doing a small scale plan to just lay everything out, get an idea of what you guys are wanting to do, and then scale it up to this. I continue to be impressed by what goes on here. I must find the hearth. Oh, you're no longer on my mini-map. Oh, okay. That's why you're no longer on my mini-map. We are teleported somewhere new. Oh, this is the one town that you were showing me last time we were here. Yeah? Yeah. Looks like you guys have done some more work in here lately. I mean, you're constantly doing work on the map in general. Ooh. I see what y'all are doing through here. This is cool. Let's see what's going on over here. We shall respect the dead and not go in there. As it gets flooded. Oh dear. Oh. Got it. I love the work that you guys have done on this river through here. This is so cool. So hardcore, not gonna lie, coming through your guys' server is kind of what inspired me to try to do the project that we're doing on my single player game. Just because it continues every single time I log in here, it continues to be so obvious how much love you guys have for this and how much work you're putting in. And yeah, I could probably sit here all day and just listen to it too. It's so immersive. But now, like I said earlier when we were back in the mountains, kind of wish that I had just stuck with using the Concourse refresh mod pack and done that. Ruins. Oh, an aqueduct. Yeah? Yeah, that's what that would be. Took me a second to figure it out. Then the art history knowledge kicked back in. Like, I know what this is. It was the arches on this segment over here that made me go, oh yes, I know exactly what this is. Yeah, you guys have put in a lot more work into this since the last time I was on server. Now what I might end up doing with our series is learning how to use World Painter and just starting a map from fresh. Fly, Ava. There we go. Random question I didn't ask last time we were over here. Are you guys planning on this field through here? Leaving it natural and everything? Or are you guys planning on building up and, like, simulating some of where the battle scenes would have been? I have lost you again. I keep losing you. There you are. Okay, cool. Definitely a Guild Wars 2 Vista. That's 100% what this would be if this was Guild Wars 2, is a Vista location. Bye. There we go. It's looking great, her. Dairy farm. Any other newer location stuff? It's not letting me go there. It says I don't have permission. See, our ArdaCraft stream was July, I think it was, so we're talking 3-4 months since the last time I was in here. There we go. I have to put server destination. That makes sense. I like the way this road comes up and curves through. Curvers? I don't know if I have or not. Let me get back in game. Resume. Okay. Oh, a new Pathfinder. Or did I accidentally toss it? Oh! Pathfinder, return to path. And click, hit project info. Where is project info? Oh, there it is. Oops. Oh, that's cool. Excuse me, my allergies are running high today. That is cool. I'm glad that you guys added that because it gives more history and immersion and everything to stuff that we sort of kind of maybe see a little bit in the movies. For people whose that's their exposure is the movies. Yeah. Oh, here. I'm curious about something real fast. Okay. Yeah, there's different blocks there. Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's probably just not up yet since you guys are still building it. That gives me an idea for stables, though. I like all the extra stuff you guys have. Ooh. moment. I'll catch up in a second. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what the info part for the Pathfinder tool is gonna do. I mean, I enjoyed it when I was doing my stream, just having it to walk the path. Chickens. Yeah, I enjoyed having the path for the story walkthrough and everything, because that definitely added the immersion to it, but this helps too. This is cool. He looks very friendly. I'm not reading that out loud on stream, though. Yep. More story, more information. A nice little courtyard type area. Cool. Alright. Well, thank you for showing me around. I think we're gonna hop back over to our single player world. But now I have questions about what we want to be doing with our single player world. Be honest. This is cool looking. Why is everything here so cool looking? Alright, we're gonna hop on back over, okay? Thank you again for showing me around. Thank you for showing me the new, terrain work. That was awesome. Let me get the right Minecraft up. Okay. Alright. And yes, we are gonna go back to mining quartz. Much to my disdain. Okay. Let's take another shark box then. another singular shulker box. I'm realizing right now I'm almost out of shulker boxes too. I've been using them a lot. We taking down, oh hello phantoms. When taking down that mountain over there, we now have 6 plus extra shulkers of dirt, 4 of grass, 7 of cobblestone, 10 of stone. Yeah. A lot of our shulkers are being taken up with bulk storage. Dropping back down to the nether. I still have, yes. So the question that I have now that we have once again gone into ArdaCraft and been totally amazed by it. Not fall for our death. I really don't think that I have the ability to handle another near death like earlier today. Pretty certain I felt my heart stop there for a second on that. Not literally, but even so. I just don't know if we've done a lot of work in this world and I don't want to abandon it necessarily. But also at the same time, the idea of doing a handcrafted world for our project is very appealing. Seal this off so that we can walk through here safely again. Okay. Gold. We don't need the gold. Ooh. One on here. Okay. So, do we decide to make the investment and do a handcrafted world and do our book remake in that handcrafted world? If we did something like that, we would be switching over to Quartz. I'm just gonna put that out there. Or do we just want to keep doing what we're doing in this world? We would be switching over to Conquest and we'd be switching over to Creative Playthrough. Let me add that in there as well. kind of survival playthrough. But doing a handcrafted world, I don't think as a survival playthrough would be the right thing to do. I don't even think it's really possible, to be honest. Where am I? Oh, I see where we're at now. I see where we broke through to. We mined earlier. Okay. Oh, I don't know why we came back into this little cavern. We learned last time that just mining out in the open is more efficient. Could have gotten more than a stack by now if we had just stayed out in the open. But also being out in the open scares me. Hey, Skeller. Some quartz over there. I think we need to go back to our other area. This cavern space historically has more visible ores than that one, plus that one is very small, generally speaking. Oh. Hello. Right, interesting natural terrain generation. Ghast is right down there. No. Got a ghast here. It was just gunpowder. It was just gunpowder. Here's what I say. If we decide to swap over to a handcrafted world, I am legitimately considering. Oh, that was a failed shot. And you went. Nice. That was pure chance. I've tried to get that achievement so many times intentionally, and it literally happened by chance just then. Like, just figures. Here, I'm just trying to get rid of the ghast. Oh, sure. Ghast. Eat your own breath. Hey, there's a ruined portal structure right there. We've been here before, haven't we? Been here before. The villains did not immediately get pissed off because I opened your chest. Anyways, what I was saying is we work on figuring how to use World Painter and all that. Maybe on stream. Welcome to the channel. There we go. We'd still be in this world for at least a while. Maybe continue working on the city planning in this world just as a sort of kinda... We'll go back to base in a little while. Right now we are in the nether working on trying to get a hold of Quartz, but I'll show it off here shortly when we head back to the overworld. If you want to call it a base, it's not really a base. Anyways, what I was saying is we'll continue working on the story and everything in this world. I'll figure out how to use World Painter and work on doing the handcrafted map, and then eventually we can swap over to a creative build of the city and just be on that handcrafted map. That is probably how I would go about doing that if that's something that we want to do. Officially playing on and off 2 or 3 years. For the channel started in March, I think it was. Why? Why are you guys hitting me? Anyway. Yeah. I have gold on. Pretty certain I didn't hit you guys. It is a solo world, yes. Hey, we found our way back to our portal. I didn't even realize I was making my way back around. Here, let's go ahead and go through that portal real fast, and can show off base for our new friend. At least part of the base. My funniest Minecraft story? Oh gosh. I think it would probably be the sheer number of times I've accidentally released the weather in my end because I was setting that up incorrectly to try to get some weather, some nether stars for a beacon. I think it was 3 or 4 different withers that I released and then somehow had to find a way to kill. Two of which happened on series. Aye. And there's that flash again. Don't know what's causing that. Alright, so this is our starter area. This is our starter base. The house. I'll just do a quick walkthrough. We've got our kitchen over here. We have our first storage unit in here. Upstairs was a little brewing area. An enchanting area that, quite frankly, I don't think I ever really used. More storage. Our bed. It looks like Stardew Valley. I've got some mods to help give us extra block options and everything on here, so that's probably what you're seeing. Like, this is a modded item. I try to keep everything mechanics-wise vanilla, but block-wise I don't mind bringing in extra stuff. That's the house. And then back here is the start. Here's more of the house. So back here is our farm. Our wheat fields. We also have the garden space for some other crops, just to give us some variety. These are all tomatoes. I still have not taken that shulker box back home. All right, let's do that. And then this is the barn that we started on. Pretty much finished a couple of streams ago. We got our chickens, we got our cows. And then let me go over real fast. And this is by no means a reflection of the build style for the world as a whole. This is just where we've set up to do all of our industrial stuff, so all of our farms. Got an iron farm and a village breeder right there. Another wort farm that we'll probably never need to use. Yes, everything in here. Let's blacksmith. Everything in here that's been built in this world has been built in creative. Now, or not creative, in survival. Everything was designed initially in creative, is what I was gonna say. So we've got a creative world that we do all of our designs in. So, wool farm. Bamboo farm. Trading hall. Storage. Get rid of this. My little safety box. So this is all of our actual storage here. But everything in this world has been built with, in survival. We don't need those things on us right now. Okay. That's pretty much what we've got in here. We've been working on planning out a city in our creative world. Our creative copy of this world. That's not what I want. This is what I want. So the city is gonna come over here. It's eventually, if we stick with building it out in this world, in this map, the city's gonna be through here. All of this where there's snow used to be forest. And this mountain we've been slowly tearing down. I don't think I've been over here to the mountain for a couple of days. I don't think I've shown you guys the amount of clearing that has happened. The top of that hill is basically what the top of this mountain used to be. Are you trying to ask where I'm from? Let's head back to the nether. So yeah, you can see the whole of our survival start area basically right here. Back to the nether. On. Okay. Go back to where we just were. If you're asking where I'm from, I live in America, so that would be my accent, so to speak, is American. I probably don't, if you're looking for like a regional accent, I probably really honestly don't have one because I've lived throughout a lot of the country. I've lived in the Midwest, I've lived in the Southeast, I've lived out west on the coast. And I kind of tend to adapt how I talk to where I'm living at the time. In terms of my favorite game, I like... The game that I spend the most time in is Guild Wars 2. It's an MMO. I don't know that I would necessarily say it's my favorite, but I also wouldn't say that I necessarily have a favorite, because I also enjoy being here in Minecraft a lot. Eddie. Yeah, exactly, Hearth. That's exactly what it is between my dad being military and then me being in the military. I just... You pick it up. You know? You try to sound where it is that you live. As for that question, that's a little bit of a loaded question. I will say that I greatly appreciate the country that I live in. But I also recognize that we have our faults. I am not in the military anymore, no. Or dictionary. Or Webster dictionary. Yeah, that's it exactly. Generic American. I don't think I was stationed down in Georgia for 5 of the 6 years that I was active duty. I don't think I ever really picked up that southern twang you were talking about. I definitely learned how to understand it better. But at the same time, I worked with a lot of UK citizens, so I learned how to understand the Welsh accent better too. And let me tell you, a Welsh accent is so much more difficult to understand than the southern twang. And no, I never did deploy. I was stateside the entire time that I was active duty. No. I most definitely cannot do a Welsh accent. It has been years since I've heard it, and I wouldn't have been able to do it back then anyways. It is very unique. I would say, for me personally, like if we're just talking purely the accents that you can get out of the UK, that individual was the hardest person to understand that I've ever met. Clearly speaking English, 90% of the time I'm just going, uh-huh. So, Irish, Scottish, general, generic, UK, Londoner, whatever, all infinitely easier than his accent. I would not be able to do a southern accent justice. In fact, I would not try to do any accent that I haven't naturally picked up. A non-fluent Dutchman trying to speak English. I would imagine that it takes on like a soft Germanic vibe. I don't know, I could be totally wrong about that. Whoop. Nope. That is too far of a jump for me to be comfortable trying to make it. I have learned other languages, yes. It's been years since I worked in them. I am not comfortable saying online what languages they are because they were for my job while I was active duty. Getting closer here to being able to drop down and like survive dropping down. I think so. I think we're gonna be able to drop down here in a second. I no longer have any idea of where we are, other than an Enderman dumping ground. And yeah, there's... Okay, guys, today we're gonna be getting... I'm having trouble even reading that. I'm not gonna attempt to read that out loud. My brain is trying to go, wait, what words are what here? Oh, dude. How are we doing here? Gotten 2.5 stacks. To answer your question about does being in the military make you more patriotic? Quite frankly, that depends on your definition of patriotic, in my opinion. And my definition of patriotic is going to be different from your definition of patriotic. Is going to be different from Hearth's definition of patriotic. Like I said, I am very appreciative of the country that I live in. I do recognize that we have flaws and we have things that we need to work on. And I would very much like to see those things worked on and for conditions in our country to be improved upon. And to me, being willing to say that and recognize that and to try to work to make the country better is the definition of being patriotic. There's also that, yes, Earth. I actually, when I joined the military, I was keen on making a career out of it. I wanted to do the 20-year thing. And then about 4 or 5 years into my 6-year contract, I developed a heart condition that made it to where I could not re-enlist. And in going through that process, I learned just how bureaucratic the military truly can be when it wants to be. And yes, it made me very happy to become a citizen again, a civilian, versus being active duty military. Is there any other country that I'd love to live in? There's plenty of other countries that I'd love to go visit and potentially live in at some point in time. Not because, again, not because I don't appreciate the country that I live in, just for the cultural diversity. I'd love to spend time in Ireland. I'd love to spend time in New Zealand. At one point in time, I would have said that I'd love to spend time in Japan, but why do I keep doing that? I think as I've gotten older, I've just kind of gravitated away from that a little bit. Nothing wrong with Japan as a country. Maybe a visit country, not a live-in country. I would be perfectly fine moving to and living in Canada were it not for the fact that I am cold intolerant. Hey. What are we doing here? 3.5 stacks. 15 more minutes to go, guys. See what we can gather up in 15 more minutes. Keep ending up back over here. Hey, dude. Are you gonna hit me like your friends did? No, you're too busy running from that zombie. Hi, buddy. No, you're not angry at me. So why did your friends hit me earlier? What did I do to make them mad? There we go. More. Really? I wasn't even bothering you. Oh, I missed that. Moving out of the way of that one. What is it with the ghast not dropping ghast tears? We don't need them. Okay. Yeah, Hearth is part of a pretty major project that does a lot of really in-depth real-world research in order to maintain accuracy and realism. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to put. I don't want to. I will be right back, guys. I know we're going to be ending here soon, but nature calls. Hearth, quick question for you, buddy. Do you know is Conquest Reforged is... Hi. Is Conquest Reforged compatible with the Seasons mod? We'll go an extra 15 minutes for that quick break right there. Please. Everybody. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I was thinking that too. I was like, I don't know if that would work. The Seasons mod is kind of hit and miss anyways. We've been having a lot of issues with it on this world where it starts progressing through the seasons and then it just like skips or resets. I've logged in one day and it be on fall and not spend enough time for it to progress through the entirety of fall and winter, and then all of a sudden we're at the end of spring about to be summer again, kind of things. So that was just morbid curiosity more than anything. Okay, more quartz. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I was kind of going for with the Seasons mod, was to try to add that little tweak of realism to the world. But, again, something in the mods that I have is making it not progress properly, I don't think. But also, at the same time, something in the mods that I have is making my wandering traders not despawn properly. Their llamas will despawn, they won't. More quartz. Can you please not stand on that block? Thank you. I don't know where I'm at. I could have sworn I had mined that section already. The other thing that I've been noticing is something in the mod set that we have is making the chunks force reload every morning. In-game morning. And I thought I had it figured out, and I thought I had it fixed, and then it continued doing it. That's the problem with playing with mods. Go ahead and go grab those. I'm gonna go for that. What are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. Let's go see how many quartz blocks we can make from all the quartz we mined today. I have a feeling it's not going to be enough. Oh. Go. No, no, let's not leave things randomly where they don't belong. That is how stuff gets lost. What? First. All like that? Oh my lord. Okay, we'll be disabling that texture pack. What on earth? I don't want to know what broke. Do not want to know what broke there. Fortune. You back in here for now. Right. Let's go grab you. You. Alrighty. just want to know how much quartz we got today. You can see the back of the storage unit there. Working pretty good. Now that I've kind of got the little quirks in it figured out, I don't ever really run into any issues with it, so makes me happy. I will be very curious to see how tall this, oops, ends up being. Be completely honest, I don't know our pickaxe is gonna get us through this whole tower. We will find out. You desire to make pizza? Why make it when you can order it? Or do you mean just like a frozen pop in the oven type of thing. That makes sense too. That is an entirely reasonable, totally acceptable answer. Frankly, that's the only reason that you need. Because it's something that you enjoy. We still have all that to stack up. I'm gonna go ahead and just mine this down just to ensure that we don't lose anything really on the way down. I think this is about half of what we mined today. Isn't that something that you can get pre-made? Worried about losing stuff to despawn. And what pizza place did you used to work at? Somewhere local or like a chain place? Okay. So more than likely inherently immediately better than Pizza Hut or Domino's. Let me... Maybe we can just put that there. Oh. Let's not make that. I tried ordering some Domino's back like a month and a half ago. And it was just so sad. Like, the tomato sauce was horrifically sweet. And that was just one of many, many issues with that order. I've gotten used to ordering from a different chain, not one of the big three. And just comparing their pizzas to the pizza that I got from Domino's, it's like night and day. I'm not a fan of sweet tomato sauce or pizza sauce. Like, I don't want it to be overly spicy or anything like that either, but I honestly legitimately felt like that pizza sauce was basically pure sugar. Okay. Well, that stack of quartz almost repaired our pickaxe completely. That's nice. I can say looking at this with confidence that we did not mine anywhere near the amount of quartz that we're gonna need for that road. In fact, we've barely touched it. Yay! Especially when trying to keep aside some quartz for redstone purposes. You see, that sounds good. That right there, what you just described, sounds good. But this is really freaking sweet. I almost want to go and see if I can't pull up the nutrition stats for that order. Just out of pure curiosity. I'm not doing the rest of this right now. We know that we have a crap ton more quartz to mine and trade for, and I kind of don't want to know, and yet I'm morbidly curious right now. Okay, apparently y'all don't let me see my previous orders. This is not a thing. Okay, I'm pretty certain I remember precisely what I got. I just... Robust inspired tomato sauce. Sure. Yeah, I'm not actually... I don't actually want you any delivery. I just want to see if I can't get the nutrition stats off of this. Not easily. Cool. Nutrition details. But the salt. Yeah. I mean, I've never had much of an issue with the salt. Okay, so according to their nutrition guide, on their 8-inch extra small hand tossed pizza, their pizza sauce only has 2 grams of total sugar, and only 1 of those grams is added sugar. That is not what I tasted at all. And is there a way to like see what the ingredients are? Do they share that information? No, I know it's just 2 grams per serving. Usually 1 serving is a slice. So 2 grams of sugar within the pizza sauce per slice. Which, okay, no. I don't know. It still felt like it was sweeter than that. It was gross. If I go to the place that I usually get my pizza from. Cool. Website's down. Nutrition. Nutrition calculator. Give me my pepperonis, please. This is cool. I like that they do it this way. It's like an actual calculator where you put everything in and it breaks out down the whole thing. I want traditional classic pepperoni. Okay. Okay, they do say that their signature pizza sauce is pizza sauce, water, and spices for sauce. Under the spices for sauce is sugar and fructose. But a single serving, one slice of a small pizza through this place has a grand total of 1 gram of sugar. Versus, I don't even want to know what it would be on this other page. Hand tossed. The hand tossed crust itself has 2 grams of sugar in it. Then the pizza sauce has 2 grams of sugar in it. So right there is, yeah. Yeah, no, it was way too sweet. Ugh. Just looking at that makes me go bleh. And I'll be completely honest, the whole slice, the single slice for the pizza that I usually get, it says 1 gram of sugar. Let me just double check. There's some added sugar in the crust. And there's some added sugar in the pizza sauce. And even then, the entire slice only has a single gram of added sugar. So, take it for what you will. Sorry for going off on a nutrition rant there. we just went totally off course. But why do you have this labeled as a freaking Guild Wars stream and not a Minecraft stream? Why do I have issues getting you to tag correctly? That means this stream has had drops enabled the entire time for the wrong game. Whoops! I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. Alrighty. Well, guys. I'm done going off on a nutrition rant. And we're not doing anything. And I need a break from quartz mining. So I'm going to take off. I will see y'all on Tuesday. If you aren't in the Discord, please join the Discord. I am going to be dropping some discussion points in there over what we want to do going forward. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Alright, bye! Ooh, big jump.